Hello everybody, welcome back to 10 Minute Reviews. That's Freya, I'm Jason, and we're bringing you today's video. As always guys, please hit the like and subscribe buttons. Just a small family channel, fuzzy one, me, the wife, just love to read books, love to talk about them. We'd appreciate any support you guys want to give us. We're going to keep doing this anyway, we're going to keep talking about books. Hopefully we bring more books out to you guys. So today I want to talk about a very well-known author, very well-known author. So this time around, we're not looking at an indie author so much as we're looking at almost a legend within the genre that he writes in. I want to talk about David Drake, and I want to talk about his book, Redliners. Redliners. I just finished this book the other day, and it's pretty fantastic. So once again, the four categories: the world, the characters, the plot, and the writing style. So the world, we're looking at far future, still humanity, but far future. We are in space. Not only are we in space, we have colonized other star systems. We have faster than light travel. We have run into alien races at this point, and are actually stuck in a war with it. That's where the book begins. It begins in a war, during the war between humanity and this alien race, which leads us to our main character. So this time around, instead of giving names to main characters, I'm going to give you a name to a group. It is C-41, or the Strikers. It is a unit. It's a military unit. The main characters of this book is actually a military unit. So multiple main characters, all with their own different little flaws, things along those lines. And they are called the Redliners. Well, they're not. They're called the Strikers, but the term Redliners comes from a classification that this government gives towards their soldiers. When soldiers hit a certain point within this war, they are what they call redlined, and basically it's almost PTSD in a way. It crosses PTSD with a whole bunch of other things. Basically, it's once soldiers have reached a point where they just are pretty much unable to function outside of combat in any way, shape, or form, then they are considered redlined. And once a unit or soldiers are redlined, they are pulled out of the war. Now, the general policy within this far future government is that someone that is redlined is pulled out of the war and released from the military. So basically, they're just kind of cut loose and let go, and hey, sorry, deal with it. And this time around, we have a major government figure that decides that is not good enough for him. That's not going to fly. He does not believe that that soldiers that are redlined should just be cashiered out of the army, cut loose, and said, good luck, have fun, hope you make it, kind of thing. So instead, and this is what leads into the plot. So the plot of this book, you have this unit, C-41, the Strikers. They are basically, I wouldn't call them a commando unit. They are, I would say, pretty close analog to, say, the Army Rangers. They are a light infantry, tip of the spear type of combat unit. And they've seen a lot of combat, a lot of combat. So they're theoretically on their downtime after another major combat incident, and there was definitely an incident in this, but this time they are pulled out of it and they are sent as the guards for a colonization effort. Now, another interesting thing with this government, again, far future, is that pretty much everybody, citizens, everybody, they are absolutely at the beck and call of the government. So what the government decides to do is they take an entire building, and I'm guessing these are huge, kind of far future, almost Judge Dredd type of housing units that are almost like mini cities. But they take an entire building worth of residents and make them colonists. They don't pick, for any particular skill set or anything along the just, hey, this group, you guys are all going to be colonists. So you get just this random, very random group of colonists. You've got lawyers, you've got doctors, you've got businessmen, you've got children, old ladies, infants, things along those lines. So it's a very random, very odd colonization effort, and the Strikers are their guards. So they're sent out to this planet that they are supposed to colonize. However, the planet, it's a little bit more dangerous than was originally thought, and that kind of leads into some things that I don't really want to spoil for the book, but it is a very, very dangerous planet. Pretty much everything on the planet is trying to kill them. The Strikers doing the best they can. However, the Strikers are getting whittled away, and there's only so much that maybe a company-sized element can really do when it comes to security, especially in a very, very dangerous environment. So, of course, they're losing people. They're losing colonists. They're losing Strikers, and there's tensions. And then, of course, the aliens that they are fighting also show up, because otherwise it'd be kind of boring. And that leads to even more conflict, although in this case there's not a whole lot of combat between the aliens and the Strikers, because even the aliens are getting just whittled away by the planet and the flora and fauna. It's a pretty dangerous planet again. Now, I don't want to give away secrets, or I don't want to give away any plot spoilers, but I will say that it definitely ties into the war and how things are going. This is obviously not going to be any kind of series. Redliners is a little bit of an older one of David Drake's books, and it definitely wraps things up all at once. And it's just very, very interesting because it's a fantastic science fiction book, and also an interesting look at potential far future governments and how they might treat their citizens, and especially how they might treat their military, which has some frightening similarities to how we may have treated our military in the past, and historically how militaries have been treated throughout the centuries and millennia. I mean, you can even go all the way back to the Roman Empire, or even the Macedonians, and soldiers and military units were not always treated the best, especially after combat, and especially if they were quote unquote damaged goods. They were not been a cultural thing for very long in our history to actually take care of your soldiers, and may not be a cultural thing in our future either. Things definitely change. So, very, very fascinating book. Very interesting. And as far as the writing style goes, well, it's David Drake. He's a fantastic author. He's one of the best science fiction authors ever. So, ton of fun. After you guys hit the like and subscribe buttons, you guys got to check it out. Redliners by David Drake. It's a blast. Catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye now.